Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? How's everybody doing? And today, BlackGhostFace here is back with another triple threat, Three Musketeers episode of RWBY. And as y'all see from the previous episode, Tyrion, aka the Joker, made his way, found the group, and he was just kicking butt left and right. Literally just kicking, and more kicking. But as soon as he was about to try to, I don't know, like knock RWBY out or do like a poison injection or something, because scorpions have that kind of thing. So Crow showed up to save the day. Now we're about to see a real fight. You thought, oh man, you thought that fight between Crow and Winter, you thought that was a good fight? Nah. I mean, I know y'all already know what a real fight was and all that, but this is about to be a real fight. We about to see an actual huntsman go toe to toe with one of the Queen Grimm's minions. Now, folks, I already know her name is, okay? I mean, subtitles, Dory. So, I mean, I like to call her the Grim Queen because she looks like a queen with grim skin. Like, she literally has been bathing in grim blood or something. Okay? I don't know how she got like that. I don't know if she was born like that. I'm not sure. But we're about to jump right on in. Jump right on into the first part. Crow versus Tyrion. This is about to be a good fight. But anyway, y'all know how it is. Reactions, you already know. If you're new, want to stay tuned to more RWBY episodes, like just basic RWBY movie episodes coming at you every week. Reactions every day. Stab that button down below and I will continue to give you a show. Now, I ain't wasting no more time because we're jumping in to Crow versus the Joker. Let's do this.
Oscar, supper's almost ready.
What are we having?
Doesn't matter. You're eating it.
Wow.
I never agreed to these terms.
It's part of the living under my roof contract. Read the fine print and come watch up.
Oh, touche.
We have to leave.
Morpheus.
Oscar.
I've decided you're not real, so you might as well just give up.
I understand how you're feeling. I went through the same panic and confusion.
Morpheus, how? My God.
Real. It's not real. It's not real.
I can assure you, you are perfectly sane.
I'm talking to a voice in my head.
I didn't say you were normal. I said you were sane.
Wow.
There's quite a significant difference
Shut
between...
up! You think this is funny? It's not.
We are in complete agreement on that matter, I promise you. Believe me, I wish this weren't the case. But as I've told you, our aura, our souls, are combined.
I'm done listening to you.
Have you ever been to Haven?
I told you I'm not going, and I told you I'm done listening.
Do you think you could describe the headmaster's office?
No, why would I know that? I've never seen...
Try. Right now.
It's probably... It's autumn-colored.
There you go.
Large mahogany desk.
Yes.
There's a small table and chairs in the corner for guests.
Let it
The
sink
tea
in.
set that... I gave him. Why did I say that? Why do I know that? Why did I say that?
Because I helped build that school, and the tea set was a gift to the man running it now. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. If I recall, your aunt has several books on Mistral downstairs. I'm certain you could find a picture in one of them.
That's right. I must have seen it in a picture.
Oscar,
Stop talking to me!
I have a grave responsibility to uphold. We both do.
I never agreed to anything.
I mean,
No, you didn't. And neither did I at first. But you do have an opportunity.
For what?
Greatness, hopefully. Greatness in knowing that when the world needed help, you were the one to reach out your hand. It won't come without hardship, without sacrifice. But I know you don't want to live the rest of your life working as a farmhand in Mistral.
you
So you
don't.
just decided to read my thoughts?
Wow.
I-
Morpheus.
Well, they're our thoughts now.
Get out of my head!
Oscar! Supper time! I better see clean hands.
I mean, you can't decide that.
Unbelievable.
Meanwhile,
Absolutely unbelievable. Do you have any idea what your stunt cost us?
cost.
And don't think I'm just talking about Lien here. Our reputation. Our...
I want to leave.
I beg your pardon.
I said I want to leave. I don't want to stay here anymore. I don't want to stay in Atlas anymore.
Young lady, I don't give a damn about what you want. This
Whoa.
isn't about you. This is about the Schnee family name and your apparent insistence on dragging it through the mud.
I have done nothing but fight to uphold the honor of my family name. A name that you married into. Ah!
Ooh.
This behavior of yours is incredibly disappointing. You couldn't possibly understand the lengths I've gone to in order to keep this family where it is.
Wow.
You think running off like your sister is going to make the Schnee name stronger? You're wrong. Siding with her only divides us.
I'm not siding with anyone. I'm doing what I feel is right, and that does not include wasting my time up here with these clueless people in Atlas. The Schnee family legacy isn't yours to leave. It's mine. And I'll do it as a huntress.
No, you won't. You're not leaving Atlas. You're not to leave the manor grounds unless I specifically allow it. You are going to remain here, out of sight and out of trouble, until you and I come to an agreement on your future.
What?
Is that right?
Your presupposition that you can simply have whatever it is you want is a clear sign of our failure as parents. But from now on, I'll be giving you the full attention you require, starting by keeping you where I can see you.
You can't just keep me from leaving.
I can, and the staff here will make sure of it.
So now I'm just your prisoner?
You are my daughter. You're a child, and children are grounded when they misbehave.
This is only going to make things worse, Father. People will ask questions. They'll want to know why the heiress to the Schnee Dust Company is suddenly nowhere to be found.
Which is why you are no longer the heiress to the Schnee Dust Company.
Excuse me?
Is that how that works?
You endured
I don't think it does.
It was too much for you, which is why you've generously revoked your claim to the company and its earnings, and passed them on to your brother Whitley. It's time to wake up and face reality.
I'm gonna face reality by burying you in the deep blue sea.
Whitley?
Yes, sister?
Did you know about this?
About what?
You never liked Winter. You never liked me. But you've been nothing but supportive since the moment I came back.
If being kind to my big sister is some sort of crime, then I suppose I'm guilty.
You wanted this to happen.
It's foolish not to do as Father asks.
I
Wow.
can't believe you.
Don't worry, Weiss. The Schnee family name is in good hands.
That little cockroach. Wow. Just rats after rats. Man. There you go. You playing is something. Yeah. It's time. Meanwhile,
As I live and breathe, Crow Bronwyn. A true huntsman has entered the fray.
I don't know. This guy's weird.
Crow looking like, yo, what's the problem?
Look, pal, I'm not sure who you are, but you need to leave my niece alone.
Why, friend, my name is Tyrion, and I'm afraid that is not possible. My assignment from Her Grace was to retrieve this young girl. So, that is what I must do. One does not upset the Queen.
The Queen.
Queen?
Salem.
Yeah.
Who?
I think we've had enough talk now, don't you?
You took the words right out. Don't come closer.
Fine!
This is an adult fight, kids. Do not intervene. Ooh. Ooh. Oh wow! Don't show off. The pow! This man did a power rhino kisser and a Spartan kick. Wow, the casualness. Oh no! Him too!
Ruby! Do you wish to be taken?
No, but I won't stand by and watch someone get hurt.
Okay.
Ruby, what did I say? Get back!
This is my fight too!
No, it's not that.
Oh! He got him with the tail too. Ooh.
You bitch!
Watch your profanity.
She'll forgive you.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. He just grazed me.
Who was that guy?
How did you get here?
Why are people after Ruby?
So many questions.
Crow, what's going on?
What's your favorite fairy tale?
Where have I heard that before? Where have I heard that before? It's, oh my god. No. No. There's something he knew. There's something he knew about that. Before I move on to the next episode, let me just say this real quick. Okay, what's the side of the story? Alright, so you see that she hit a nerve towards Jock. I can already imagine what Jock probably went through when he gave her the hand. Ooh-wee! I can see an angry mob forming outside the door, breaking the door down. So, you mean to tell me now you're going to act like a parent? But there's a difference between grounding someone and keeping us a prisoner. There is a difference between that. Grounding someone, if he does not understand the definition of that, means that you are to stay in your room, for, couple of days. You can come out, use the bathroom and all that, but after that, you have to stay in your room until your, punishment is over. A prisoner means that if you're trying to leave campus, I'll be informed and I will bring you right back into your cell. Okay, that's the difference between a prisoner. So basically, what you're really saying is she's a prisoner, okay, and you're the warden. Oh my god. Oh my god. The only family she has is Winter, Sister Winter, and Uncle Klein. I don't know about the mother. I haven't seen the mother yet, so I don't know what she's like. But seeing as how Whitley saying that, father is shouting, and White said, "Mother? Is he shouting at mother? Like, is that the first time he's ever shouted at mother before?" Well, but you see that didn't stop White. She already has a plan. She already has a plan to where, you know what? As soon as she grabbed that sword, I already knew. There's the huntress I know. There's the huntress I know. But going to the fight. Now you see that he told them, do not get close. Do not intervene. So it's like, okay, the fight going on, going good, going smooth. And RWBY, she's still trying to help, do some long distance support. But man, as soon as Crow told her, stay out of this, do not interfere. And when he said, no, that's not it. Why didn't you tell her? Well, I mean, I can understand why, Tyrion's right there, and he's probably already planning and everything. Crow already can probably figure out what you're planning, so I can understand that. But when he looked at RWBY, like, who is this guy? But now, let me throw this what if for y'all. What if they didn't intervene, right? What if RWBY and the group did not intervene? What if it was just straight up fight between those two? And you saw that when they both, fell down into, abandoned building. And you seen Crow. You seen all of that gone. Because that's the thing, too. I've seen that plenty of times to where, okay, you can take a butt whooping, but if it shows your aura gets depleted, or if it starts showing, that lets me know that, okay, you are mortal now. So you can take damage for real. And you see that clear as day proof right there to where Crow got scratched. And not only scratched, it was by the scorpion's tail. And you see that when RWBY cut that tail off, it was all, like I said, it was poison. Like, scorpions, they have that. Like, paralyzation, poison, that type of thing. But Tyrion was the same thing as well. Because you see that when she cut her tail off, like, that probably wouldn't work. Probably, I don't know. But I know that would have worked if you didn't have your shield up. But man, watch your profanity, Joker. You know better than that. Come on now. I mean, yeah, I get it, you're evil and all that, but still, watch your profanity. Watch it. But he failed when he said, she'll forgive you. Saying that to himself, she'll forgive you. Because you were supposed to bring her back, but you didn't do that. Whew, I don't know what will happen if you failed a mission from the queen herself. But man, they had so many questions, and Crow asked that one question. What's your favorite fairy tale? No, we are not doing this. Because last time I remember, didn't Crow ask that same question to Pyrrha? And not going to bring it up. Bypassing it. So, folks, we are going to be moving on to the next episode of RWBY.
6 hours later.
Folks, we're going to be moving on to the next episode. The next episode of RWBY. So as you can see from the previous one, that was battle, action, suspense, and what's that last word? Oh yeah, the shocking plot twist when Crow said that, what's your favorite fairy tale? Don't you start this. Don't you start this again. Alright? I recovered from the Volume 3 scene that happened, okay? Do not start this. This is not going to be a show where we lose someone in every volume. I mean, I know we didn't lose anyone from Volume 1 and 2, but when things got serious, oh, now we start losing people. No, don't do this. Do not do this. This Volume 3 was a very strong start to let y'all know that this is going to be serious from now on. We'll start that. But anyhow, we're going to be jumping in to the next episode of RWBY. Let's do this. Chapter 8.
Really? No questions?
Of course we have questions. This is just a lot to take in.
Sure, of course.
So these maidens, they're powerful fighters that don't need dust to use magic.
Yeah.
And there are 4 of them?
Yep. Always.
Which means that whenever one of them dies, the power transfers to someone, a female, that they care about?
Whoever was in their thoughts last. Important distinction. Best option, it's someone we can trust. Regardless, their souls become combined, in a way.
And that's what you were trying to do to Pyrrha. The night the tower fell. You were trying to turn her into one of them.
The previous Fall Maiden, Amber, had been attacked. She was young, inexperienced. And her assailant, who we now know as Cinder, somehow managed to steal some of her power. But not all of it. I'm afraid that if we didn't do something, the rest would go to her as well.
So you forced it on Pyrrha?
We didn't force anything. We explained the situation and gave her a choice, and she chose. You were there. You heard her.
Yep.
That guy, Tyrion. Why was he after me?
Well, you definitely painted a target on your back with what you did at Beacon. I told you having silver eyes is a rare trait. And the fact that you're someone that was able to use them seems to have upset some very powerful people. Not many people know about the silver eyes, But those that do aren't very happy that one has surfaced. That's why I've been keeping an eye on you. Wanted to make sure you were safe. All of you.
Well, then, why not just travel with us? It seems like that would have been way easier.
He was using you as bait.
Look, I wouldn't put it like that. It's complicated.
What is all of this? Ruby's being hunted. The schools are being attacked. All for what? What is the point of all of this? Will you just tell us what's going on?
Would you sit down? You're stressing me out, kid.
I think he's more stressed out than everyone.
How many
here.
people are super religious these days? This world's been around for a long time. Long enough that people have created dozens of gods. But if you believe Ozpin, 2 of them are actually real. They were brothers. The older sibling, the god of light, found joy in creating forces of life. Meanwhile, the younger brother, the god of darkness, spent his time creating forces of destruction. As you can imagine, they both had pretty different ideas about how things should go. The older one would spend his days creating water, plants, wildlife. And at night, his brother would wake to see all the things that the elder had made and become disgusted. To counteract his brother's creations, the god of darkness brought drought, fire, famine, all that he could do to rid Remnant of life. Life always returned. So one night, the younger brother went and made something. Something that shared his innate desire to destroy anything and everything.
The creatures of Grimm.
You guessed it. The older brother had finally had enough. Knowing that their feud couldn't last like this forever, he proposed that they make one final creation. Together. Something they could both be proud of. Their masterpiece. Younger brother agreed.
Unison.
This last great creation would be given the power to both create and destroy. It would be given the gift of knowledge, so that it could learn about itself and the world around it.
Yeah.
And most importantly, it would be given the power to choose. To have free will to take everything it had learned and decide which path to follow. The path of light or the path of darkness. And that is how humanity came to be.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with us?
Well, that's the kicker. See, the 4 gifts to mankind, knowledge, creation, destruction, and choice, aren't just metaphorical. Each of them exists in a physical form, left behind by the gods before they abandoned Remnant, and each of them is extraordinarily powerful. If someone were to collect all 4, they'd be able to change the world, and that's exactly what the enemy wants. The Huntsman Academies were created to train generations of humanity's protectors, but they also serve another purpose. Guarding the relics. When Ozpin's predecessor founded the schools, he built them around the relics to act as a fortress. Not only would they be easier to defend, but they would be constantly surrounded by trained warriors. The hope was that hiding the relics would keep mankind from using them against itself. And of course, keeping them out of her reach.
Yeah, her reach.
So, yeah. There's that.
Her. You mean Salem?
That's right. Not much is known about her, and quite frankly, that's not what matters. What matters right now is that she wants the relics. And if she gets them, it's not going to end well.
Basically, game over. Basically.
You know, You can always go in and say hi.
I don't want to bother him.
A father's never too busy for his daughter.
Not
real
all of
father.
my friends would agree with you on that.
Here.
What? Where are you going?
You've never been very talkative, but that boy you brought home loves to run his mouth. I want to hear more about the adventures of Team RWBY.
Curiosity.
Carly, is that you, dear?
It's not going to kill that cat. Don't be nervous. It's just your father.
Hey, Dad.
Blake. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Please, come sit. Don't worry, I've got it. Sit down. Sit down.
I don't want to keep you if you're...
Nonsense. I've been cooped up in here all day. You still take sugar, right?
Oh, actually,
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, here, take this one.
No, really, it's no big deal.
You sure?
Positive.
Old habits, I suppose. Might want to let it cool.
Right.
So, is it warm in Vale?
Huh?
It just seems like your outfit doesn't cover very much.
It covers plenty.
I mean, a little more armor might help, don't you think?
I'm fine. I don't need armor. I can look after myself.
I know you can. I'm sorry.
Why? Why would you say that?
Sweetheart, what's wrong? What did I say?
How can you still love me after what I did?
Blake. Your mother and I will always love you.
You were right. I shouted at you and yelled at you, but you were right. I called you cowards.
It's okay.
I should have left the White Fang with you and Mom.
Oh.
I should have listened to you, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Blake, it's fine. We never held anything against you, and I never feared you would fail. The only thing I ever feared was that you would fall down the wrong path. And I am so proud to see you haven't.
But I did. It was...
And you pulled yourself out. You came back. There aren't many who possess that kind of strength, and even fewer that have the courage to face their demons again. Vale, Mountain Glen, Beacon. You confronted the White Fang time after time.
I didn't do it alone.
No, you didn't. Which is why I wanted to ask you. Why did you leave Vale? Why did you leave your friends behind?
That's the biggest question.
Son?
Oh, come on.
Whoa! This isn't the bathroom! I'll just be going. Sorry to interrupt this tender family moment.
I really don't like you.
Oh, dang it, son.
So let's say we believe all of this. There really is this crazy evil being behind these attacks, not just some thugs trying to become powerful. Why doesn't the world know? Why isn't Atlas going after them, or Mistral?
And why aren't we in more of a hurry to get to Haven? Shouldn't we be getting them a message? What if they're next?
The headmaster over there saw what happened to Beacon. He's not dumb. He'll be on his guard. Besides, it takes time to mobilize forces like that. Do you really think they planned out that attack on Beacon overnight? And to answer your question, it's the same reason we keep quiet about the Maidens. If the whole world knew about the relics, about Salem, it would be chaos. We'd have another great war on our hands, and this time, you'd have to fight.
That is true.
Look, I
That
had
is-
the same questions
yeah.
too. But old Ozpen always put his foot down. We can't cause a panic. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Salem's smart. She works from the shadows, using others to get what she wants, so that when it comes time to place the blame, we can only point at each other. She's trying to divide us, humanity. So far, she's done a pretty damn good job.
Divide. That moon. That moon.
All
What?
right. So what should we do?
Isn't obvious?
I don't really know. Ozpen has put a lot of trust in the headmasters. Like I said, the schools are an important part of stopping Salem. Atlas is going to be on high alert after the last attack, and Vacuo is, well, Vacuo. It'll be hard to hire thieves and scoundrels to fight against other thieves and scoundrels. Take that, add in the fact that Cinder and her crew claim to be from Haven, and I think it's likely the next target. So, we're on our way to the headmaster. Haven't heard from him in a while, even before the attack. I'm hoping he has the answers.
Well.
All right. I think it's time you kids got some sleep.
Uncle Crow,
Yeah?
this is a lot to take in. And it all sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I'm willing to do whatever I can to help. Because I trust you. But why couldn't you trust me? Why couldn't you just travel with us instead of all of this secrecy and...
Look, this has nothing to do with trust. It's a long story, okay?
Seriously? Now you're tired of telling us stories?
Did you know that crows are a sign of bad luck? Old superstition.
Yeah.
That's how I got my name. You see, some people can absorb electricity, and some people can burst into rose petals. And some people are just born unlucky. My semblance isn't like most. It's not exactly something I do. It's always there, whether I like it or not. I bring misfortune. I guess you could call me a bad luck charm. Comes in real handy when I'm fighting an enemy. But it makes it a little hard on friends and family.
Well, you are just a real bundle of help, aren't you?
Wow.
Yeah.
A little too soon, John.
Where are you going?
Taking a walk.
There's nothing else you want to tell us?
Not tonight.
Okay. That's... Wow.
Ugh. No concept of privacy, no respect for personal space.
I'm sorry, okay? Ow! I'm sorry!
Ugh.
Look, I promise it was important. I needed to find you to talk to you.
What, son? What could be so important?
I was talking to your mom and she said something weird about the White Fang.
I'm stopping you right there.
But...
I told you. I'm not here to fight the White Fang. I'm not here to fight anyone. I'm here to rest, to figure things out, and to see my family.
Your mom said White Fang members don't wear masks in Menagerie, but I saw one at the market yesterday. I even got a picture.
Son.
Look, I'm trying to help.
I don't want your help.
His fault. Hold up. What Is that a ninja?
A freaking ninja?
For real? A spy
But
ninja?
Hey, wait!
Ninja spy?
What's happened?
The White Fang is evil. I totally called it, and I'm bringing your daughter back.
Wow. So we got a spy ninja of the White
We should
Fang
probably get moving.
spying on them. Oh, it's getting worse. Oh boy.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Alright. Things are pretty dire, but I believe things are gonna work out. Because if I lose Crow, I really don't know about the show. I really don't know. Penny is one thing, Pier is another. But Crow, now I'm gonna do what I always do. So, going back to the part, right, when Crow was, wondering if there's any questions y'all wanna ask me and everything. Now, okay, y'all understand now. Salem, relics, meetings. Y'all understand now that, oh yeah, silver eyes, yes. So you see that if you put it all together, right? What you did at Beacon, it upset someone very powerful people, aka powerful indeed. Salem. Okay, so going back to the previous episodes, right, when Raven was asking Crow, does Salem have it? Salem is looking for the relics. As you can see, Salem already has a maiden. Okay, because if we go further back, because what Ren said that someone what Crow said of someone last person from your memory. The fight back then when Amber, the Spring Maiden, no, the Fall Maiden. She was a Fall Maiden. So Amber, the Fall Maiden, right? When she encountered, the three, and the last person, but here's the thing, though. Oh man, here's what. Oh my God, it just occurred to me right there that when Crow said the last person, on your mind and all that person, because when Amber got shot by the arrow, you see that the power went straight towards Cinder. So let me ask y'all this question: what if, let's say, okay, Amber, she's awake, but she's still healing though. So what if she was looking at Pyrrha that time, right? And you see that, okay, Amber got shot. And see the power went straight to Cinder. But what if it went straight to Pyrrha instead? Because let's say here's a theory, right? Let's say, okay, Amber, she's awake, but she's still healing. She can't move all that. But Pyrrha and Amber, they talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They do a little communication and all that. And once, okay, let's say she's about to die, or she got killed by someone else, but the power still goes to someone she, talk to and all, connect with and all that. So what if it went to Pyrrha instead of Cinder? That would have been a whole different story right there. But we're not gonna forget the fact that John, my guy. Okay, I get it. Y'all two are a thing. But do not act like you are the father and Pyrrha's the daughter. So don't make it seem like they forced it on her, okay? Like Crow said, you was there. You was there, okay? So you can't deny the fact that we asked her. We talked to her about it, and we let her decide. She could have said no. Alright, she could have said no, and they could have found someone else. But no, she decided to go with it if it's going to help, things get better in the world. She went for it. Now, even if you were there and they was talking about it, still though, that's not for you to decide. You can't tell someone, don't do this. That is their choice to the matter that if I choose, then I choose. You shouldn't tell me that don't do this. Alright? Now, you can tell me don't do this, but don't tell me you're not doing this. No, that's not how that works. It's for her to decide. We let her know because she is the best, the strongest student, the protege to become the next maiden. Because if she had the maiden powers, she would have been even more OP than before. I mean, her semblance was already a problem. And the funny thing is, she's strong enough to take you down without using her semblance. She's strong enough to not even use her semblance in a fight. Alright? She literally fight like Wonder Woman to where I don't need to use my full power. Okay? I'm basically fighting you with martial arts. Okay? When things get serious, then that's when I use my semblance. But if she had the maiden power, that is when I knew that not only am I using my semblance, but I'm using my maiden power as well to take you down. That would have been that would have been so good. She had that too. But so Crow was talking about, the gods and all that, and like it showed the gods of light and the god of darkness. Of course, I create, I destroy. But you know what? Had come to an agreement to where, boom, let's make something that does all the above. And that is us. We create, we destroy, we have knowledge, and everything else, all the way to choose. But his semblance makes so much sense. Bad luck charm. Now, remember correctly? Yes. Yes, I remember some of y'all was saying that there was a song about him called that, if I remember that correctly. So, here's the thing. It seems like he can't control his, right? And it's like, basically in a fight against enemies, he can win, no problem, because he has that in his advantage. But when it comes to friends and family, it's like, I can't really be around y'all that long because something bad is going to happen and I don't want to feel responsible. Wait a minute. Bad luck. Wait a minute. Okay, so going even further back, right, to around volume 3, like the beginning of volume 3. Okay. That picture he showed, with his own team, right? Summer, Ty, Raven, and Crow. And it showed Ruby talking to her mother, right? Summer. And of course there was times why, ready to pick her up or waiting for her. So if I put dots and dots together, Crow on a team with the other 3, right? And now just correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But I don't know. Now I know most of y'all be saying that y'all don't know much about Summer, right? So I'm just gonna throw this out and let me know if I'm wrong or not. But Crow on a team, right? And like he said, I can't be around friends and family for too long and everything. But around enemies, I can because it be in my favor. But what if something happened to where Summer got killed because of Crow's semblance, and the fact that Crow, you know how people be, right? When they did something bad, they drink to forget about it. A lot of people do that to where, like, I did something like unforgivable, I'm trying to drink to forget about it. So what if that happened to where that happened? And if I remember correctly, skipping from Volume 3, Chapter 1, all the way to the end of Volume 3, well, the finale. Remember when Ty was talking to Ruby, and, Ty was letting Ruby know what was going on because Ruby was unconscious, and when Crow came in and, told Ty to, leave the room, I gotta talk to, my niece and all that. And I agree with Ty said. I'm the father. Should I be here to hear this? I mean, I can understand if, like, Ty is like a friend or something, but he's literally the closest person to a family to Ruby. He's literally the father. You mean to tell me he should not be here to hear this? And last I remember, wasn't that Ty's house? That was Ty's house, to where you telling me to leave the room in my house. How does that work exactly? Because I don't know if Crow lives there, but still, it's like, this is my house. I'm not gonna leave a room because you got something secretive to tell Ruby. Like, no, I'm gonna stay in the room, and you're gonna, tell her what you gotta say with me in the room. And you see that as soon as he left, like, the look of pure hate and grudge or something, to where, like you can tell that Ty is not like Crow at all. So there's a story that I want to know of what happened in Team Stark. Stark, right? I hope I'm saying that right. Team Stark. So I don't know, because when he explained how his semblance worked, that something just hit me right upside the head, to where, wait a minute, bad luck on a team, a person in the team died. We've seen Ty, we've seen Raven, and of course there's Crow. But Summer, like, what happened to her? Like, I'm just throwing this out there. This is just me throwing this out there. So maybe if they put out a flashback story of what happened in Team Stark, then okay. But I'm just throwing out there of me thinking what really happened. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm sure y'all probably know what really happened. I don't know if they even explained it throughout the rest of this, like, volume and then some. I don't know. If they did, great. I'm looking forward to it. If not, I'm just sticking with that until they tell the story of what happened. But moving on, seems like, now that they know how his semblance work, John, you said that a little too soon, my guy. Like, just a little too soon. Like, you make it seem like it's his fault. Clearly said, how his semblance works. He seems like he can't control it. It's just there, whether he likes it or not. But my man's poison. And it's getting worse. And they're nowhere near a city. They're nowhere near a city to where they can get that treated. No. If they kill this guy off. Nope. That better not. That better not happen. Better not. But moving on to the other side of the story of Blake now. Okay. Blake. I get. Now you see how terrified she was. She didn't want to go in there and bother her dad. And I can see the reason why she didn't want to be around her dad like that, because of what happened back then. So now it seemed like I need to know a little backstory of what happened within the White Fang when she was there. So when she said, she called them cowards because they left because things was going out of hand or whatnot in the White Fang, but Blake stayed there because she believed that we can create equality between faunuses and humans. Not with Adam. No, I don't believe that. But the queen, though, Khan, the con lady, the queen. I believe it could work, but with Adam, I don't think so. His justice is, it's not dark. It's lethal. It's like lethal to the point where like putting a dog down type lethal to where no, it's worse than that. It's the type to where you get shot in the head. That's how lethal his is. To where if you don't follow me, you're gonna die by me. That's a simple emphasis on Adam. Follow me, obey me, or die by me. Pick your poison. But when Blake was talking to her father, and you see how the father, he was trying to, make things comfortable and everything. Trying a little too hard, but still though, it shows that he's another father right there of the year. Ty, another father of the year. Like I said, so right now we got multiple, mothers, multiple fathers. We got a sister and 2 uncles. So, I think I said this before, but now we're adding Blake's father into it. And Ty. And now, I ain't gonna lie. Now, I want to give Blake's father a nickname. And I want it to be a strong nickname. So, I'm going to wait maybe around the end of this volume to give him a really good nickname. See, I got Tyrion the Joker. Alright? So now I want to try give, by the end of this volume, I'm going to let y'all know what nicknames I got for Blake's parents, the rest of Salem's goons, Watts, Hazel, and everything. I want to give the rest of them a good nickname. So, give me time, folks. Give me time. But, son, why? I wanted to know why she left Vale and her friends behind. But why did she... Not only she smacked him once, but she gave him the backhand too. And not only that, we've got ourselves a spy ninja of the White Fang. Ninja spy, spy ninja, whatever. That is creepy though, I ain't gonna lie though. You look outside of your backyard and you see a shadow figure looking at you with a mask on. Nah, that's a good way to get shot. I'm telling you, you're not gonna be saying, "Who's there? Who are you? Get out of here before I call the cops." No, that is not how things work anymore. You got to forget about it. Now we're just been moving on to the next episode.
Many hours later.
And now, folks, we are here on the last episode of this video. Gotta say, it's been a wild ride so far. We're almost at the finish line. Okay, we are at the finish line. Next week is going to be the end of Volume 4. Then once Volume 4 is done, of course, you'll see the soundtrack. And then that's when you'll see the next season of RWBY Chibi. So, let's sit back and relax, because we're going to be jumping in to the next episode, or the last episode of this video, of RWBY.
Story.
do this. There you go. Slide.
Well, that thing packs a punch.
We've been at this for weeks. I get it. You want to make sure I can still fight. I think I'm doing just fine.
You're close.
Oh, really?
You're still off balance.
What? No, I'm not. Honestly, I am kind of surprised. I thought it would just be this huge weight, but it feels natural.
That looks good.
They did a great job with this thing.
Ooh, sucker. Ooh.
I wasn't talking about your actual balance. Although, that could use some more too.
Oh my god!
Meaning?
I saw your tournament fights. During the Vital Festival?
Let me guess. I was sloppy.
No. You were predictable. And stubborn. And maybe a little boneheaded. Do you realize that you used your semblance to win every fight after the qualifiers?
So what? How is me using my semblance any different than someone else using theirs?
Because not everyone else's is basically a temper tantrum. I'm serious. Once you take damage, you can dish it back twice as hard, but that doesn't make you invincible. It's great when you're in a bind, but what happens if you miss? What happens if they're stronger? What then? Now you're just weak and tired.
True.
You've always been one to burn brighter than everyone else. Whether it was with your smile or, well, I remember your first haircut. But you gotta keep your emotions in check. Keep a level head and think before you act. Your semblance is a great fallback, but you can't let yourself rely on it. It won't always save you. Obviously. You definitely have your mom's stubbornness.
Oh, so now we could talk about her?
Well, as I have been informed, you're an adult now, remember?
Well, sorry I remind you of her.
Don't be. Raven was great in so many ways. Her strength, her ambition, her dedication to whatever cause she thought was worth fighting for. I'm proud of how much of her I see in you. But I'm glad I don't see all of her in you.
Why?
Your mother was a complicated woman. Like everybody, she had her faults, but those faults are what tore our team apart. And they did a real number on our family. You both act like the easiest way to tackle an obstacle is through it. That strength is all that matters in a fight. But if you just take a second look, then maybe you see there's a way around as well. Come on. One more before dinner. See? All right. Now you're using your head instead of your...
Ho 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 ho! Touche. That was a good dance. Meanwhile, Snow White. Oh my god.
Leave.
How hurtful. And here I am about to offer you a favor. Father's taking me into town to introduce me to some of his business partners. I thought I'd see if you wanted me to pick you up anything since you're, well, stuck here.
Are you jealous? Is that it?
Whatever do you mean?
Is that why you hate me? Are you jealous of my abilities? Of Winter's?
No, not really. Honestly, I find it barbaric. It's beneath people like me, like Father. What could a single huntsman possibly do that an army could not? That's why we have one, even if it is run by a fool.
I said, leave.
Fine. I've got better things to do. Enjoy your training, however pointless it is. What is your plan anyway? What do you hope to accomplish while trapped in your own bedroom?
Anyway, back to what really matters.
Shni, are you all right?
Okay. The White Knight. A Snow White Knight.
I need a favor.
No, an Ice Knight. Even better, Ice Knight. Meanwhile, on Blake's side,
Gotcha! Hey, wait up!
Don't let her out of your sight!
okay.
Why are you watching me?
See, she's obviously a faunus too.
Give it up! I'm not above hitting a girl, you know.
Woo!
Grab the scroll! Seems someone thinks it's important. Get
Whoa! There you go!
Quit staring and grab it! Blake! Watch out!
Ilya.
Ilya?
Wait, you know her? But she doesn't even look like a fool. Ah!
Ooh!
Give it to me. No. You shouldn't have come back.
She looked like a Charmeleon or
Son!
Gecko or something.
Son! No, not again, please.
Mm.
Help! Somebody! Hold on, son. Just hold on.
Man. And now we are back
Hold on, Uncle Crow.
to Uncle Crow's situation.
Ty. She's not coming. Ty.
getting worse.
How much farther? We've got to be close.
Without the map, there's no way of knowing. But I feel like we're close to something.
She's not coming.
What is it?
Mistral?
Hey, Mistral! We're on the right path! Oh. Does it say how close?
No. And it looks like the path takes us up through the mountains.
Guys, I don't know if all of us can make that climb.
Okay, well, what about this place? Kuro, Yuri, can we get help there?
That village was destroyed years ago.
But if it takes us around the mountains, it's the best bet we've got.
It will take too long.
The town would have had a doctor, right? Well, maybe we could scavenge for medicine.
Right.
We're not going to find anything. We just have to press on.
What is going on?
Why are you acting?
We can split up. Huh? Ren and I can cut through the mountains while you and Ruby take Crow around through the village.
No, we're supposed to stick together. We keep each other safe.
We don't have time for safe. If we make it to Mistral, we'll bring back help. If we don't, we'll at least have a better view of the land. Up there, we can see if there's somewhere else we can go.
There's something in that village that he does not want to know, them to know. Meanwhile, Crow is not getting better anytime soon.
Just take care of each other.
We always have.
They're gonna be fine, John.
You don't know that.
He's already have trauma moments from that. That's that same footprint. That was that same footprint from the other village. Ooh. Oh my god. And this girl, Ilya. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this 3-part video. Now, you see they showed all 4, so let's talk about all 4. One, on Yang's side. When, of course, it's been weeks, Tai is training her so that way she can be back on her feet and not be rusty when she get back out there on the field. But you see, she has completely got used to the automill arm. But when they was finally talking about Raven, when he said, I'm glad that you don't have everything in her. You have her, you have like half of her, you know, half of her in you, but not everything. Like not all her traits and everything. Because if Yang did, then Yang would have not been around either. She probably been the same as her mother, doing her thing by herself, whatnot. But it's good to see Zwei again, honestly. It really is. But like he said, you don't have to use your semblance in every fight, though. Every fight, you don't have to use that because, like he said, what if you miss? What if that enemy is stronger than you? Then what? It's basically what he's saying is use that as your trump card. Like, Like, you know, just start out fighting, you know, learn some martial arts moves, some kung fu, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, do some old Chinese technique, you know, the crane, the grasshopper, and all that. If you learn some, like, about 10 plus fighting style techniques, fighting moves, then you'll be fine. But if you go against someone stronger than you, and that ain't working, okay, then sooner or later, that's when you got to use a trump card. But other than that, it's best not to use it right then and there. So that's a good little pep talk. Instead of just like relying on strength to blast your way through, like what he did, just, you know, make yourself around, and there you go. There's always a plan B. Don't have to stick to plan A all the time. But now we're going on to Weiss's side. Okay. Snow White here, she's trying to find her way out. She's training herself, can you not see that? Until that cockroach, Whitley, is like trying to brag that I'm about to meet some business people along with father on this little trip or whatnot. Like, do you think she gives two fucks about that? You think she cares about that? No. She cares about meeting up with her team. Her team and her team only. So, what I'm going to be saying is that, yes, you are jealous. Because if you did have skills like Winter and Weiss, then you would be bragging about meeting business people. Like, that is nothing to brag about, actually. Like, okay, you're meeting business people. Yeah, sure, whatever. And you're going to say it's barbaric that that is beneath you, that why would I need to be a huntsman if I have an armor to back that up? Okay, so quick question for that. So what if your army gets taken out by what? An army of Grimm? Maybe a stronger Grimm? What if they got taken out by Adam Torres himself? Then what? Where's your army now? Are you going to be relying on a huntsman, huntress to protect you? Or are you going to admit that being a huntsman and huntress can save your life even more in the future? Because, first off, it wouldn't hurt to be a huntsman or huntress and have an army as well. And what's even better is, let's say you had an army of huntsmen and huntress, right? And let's say you was a higher like rank of a huntsman. Like, let's say, okay, you are now a huntsman. You graduated, so now you're a huntsman. And like Winter, she's an elite, you know, but Crow's a veteran, right? There's like difference in that. So I'm just saying that you think that not being a huntsman or huntress is not good enough for you, like barbaric. Yeah, that's royalty speech right there. But anywho, back to the important part. Weiss is doing a better, stronger summoning jutsu, and she created the Ice Knight. That's what I'm calling that. The Ice Knight. Got Snow White creating the Ice Knight. That's what I'm calling that. And Uncle Klein, soon as heard noise, he was the first one to rush in. I mean, I don't know if there's any of the butlers or maids at that giant mansion and whatnot, but he's the only one that showed up. And now, Weiss needs a favor. And Klein, that man already knows. I got you. Now, we're going to Blake's side. Blake and his son going after the spy. Finds out that they know each other. But seeing as how, like, seeing her now that she's also a faunus, and seeing how she changed skin colors and all that, she's either Charmeleon or Gecko. It's one or the other. It's one or the other, because those are the only two that I know that changes colors. But she said you shouldn't have come back. Okay, so there's a meaning to that. I'll find out soon. son got hit right there. Now, the difference between getting hit like here, like around like the shoulder area, and here around the torso area like Crow, that is letting you know that if you get hit like in the chest to the torso, like chest to the stomach area, you're going to die unless you quickly and instantly treat that wound. Okay. Now, if you get hit in the shoulder like right here and everything, you'll live because it's not that severe. It's still, a treating wound though, but still, it's not severe that it's going to die. So, I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be fine. But it's like every time you see someone bleeding, you already thinking that no, this better not happen. This better not happen. I will bring an angry mob to their facility and make them fix this. But now we're going to RWBY's side. And Crow is not looking great at all. But you see that Crow is like, I think he's dreaming or having a nightmare. I don't know, because he said, Ty, she's not coming. What? I'm trying to wonder who is he talking about, Raven or talking about Summer? But since we know Summer is still, Raven is still alive, obviously talking about Summer, because she's not coming. Come on now, you're not gonna end on the cliffhanger one if she's not coming. No, we know what that means. She's not coming back, obviously. Come on now, you're not gonna make it to where she's not coming, and then what? What? No, we know what that means. He's having a dream. Poor guy. Oh no, a nightmare. He's having a nightmare. So when they found out that, okay, Mistral, they're on the right path, that's what they need to go to. But when John said, I don't know if all of us can make that climb, because it has to be literally a straightforward path. If y'all talking about climbing a mountain, that's not going to help at all. But Kurayuri, that's a straight path, but seems like Ren does not want to go there at all. Okay, so basically there's something there in that city. He said it was destroyed years ago, and there's something there that he does not want to see. Basically, that city. Okay, I'm not going to go deep into that because we're almost done. So hopefully they'll probably show maybe the reason why. If it's not going to be the ending of this volume, hopefully be in next volume. But that footprint though, that's the same footprint that destroyed that city when they first went there in the beginning of this volume. That same, and you see how they look. That okay, all right. So that's the thing too. When you look at something and then you look at each other, right? It's like y'all already know. We've seen this before. We already know. We already know. But the question is, why didn't they tell them? Like, folks, check this out. They could tell. They could tell them that I've seen this before. I probably know where destroyed this village or something. I probably know, but you don't tell them, like, why? And you see that when Ren was saying that we just need to keep pushing forward, all right? Basically saying we are not going over there. We're going over there. We're going that way. We're not going that way. We're going that way. We're going to Mistral. I don't care how steep this hill is. I don't care how dangerous the path is. As long as we're not going that way, we're good. As soon as John about to ask him, why are you being so, you know what? We'll split up. How about that? You see that? And that's the thing right there. Every time someone intervenes when somebody asks you a serious question and someone intervenes, you know that, okay, you're hiding something. There's something you're not telling us. See, and I hate that, honestly, because I hate that when I'm about to ask you a serious question about what's going on, why we can't go that way, I will ask you that. And if someone intervenes that, I'm like, no, I want to know why we can't go that way. Why can't we go that way? Answer me that, Ren. Because I want to know, what is that way that we cannot go to that you're telling us that we shouldn't go? I already told you we can't go that way. That place is too steep of a mountain. We have someone injured and it's getting worse. Okay? Sure, that's like probably the quickest way and whatnot, sure. But it's most dangerous path too. Alright? Unless you want to carry him on your back, I don't think that's a good idea. Why can we not go that way, Ren? Why can't we not go that way? But go find out. Cause that same footprint, and they didn't see that either. Cause they would say, "Whoa, what is this footprint?" They didn't see that. So obviously, place destroyed years ago must be that same one. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for the finale of Volume 4 of RWBY. About to find out. We're gonna see how this volume ends. Hopefully, someone does not die. Hopefully. But now I'm gonna throw this what if, right? And I'm trying to see if I can do a what if for each one. First, what if for Yang's side? You see how Yang, she's got used to it, right? Now, like I said, what if Yang was the same as her mother? Like has all her traits, all her, everything. Like the ambition, strength, the tenacity to keep going or whatever she thinks is right. What if Yang had all that and she was basically acting just like Raven? What if she was like that? White society. What if? Well, I don't really know much about the what if on that part right there. All I know is she probably could have summoned maybe, I don't know, a giant like eagle or something, but you see in the picture she visualized the night in that picture. So that's a good start. That's a good start. So I don't have any what ifs for her. I don't know. Blake's side, she knows that person. And her name's Ilya. But that what if part right there, I would say, what if she protected Sun from getting, hit in the shoulder from that attack? And for RWBY's side, easy. What if Jean talked to Ren about why we can't go that way? Why can't we go that way? That would be the question I would ask Ren, and I would love to hear the answer to that. Like, why can't we go that way? Is there something there that we should avoid? Is there something there that you're telling us we should avoid, but you don't want to tell us? Is there something there that's like traumatizing? I don't know. What is it? What's over there? But go find out. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the finale of Volume 4. As always, reactions, you know how to get my attention. If you're new, want to stay tuned to the finale of Volume 4. Reactions coming your way. Stab that button down below and I will continue to give you a show. Hope y'all have a good day. Hope y'all stay safe. And yes, you already know. Peace out, yo.